Okay, and hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna play a little bit here today. And we expanded our little realm here. I haven't made names for these places yet, but we'll get there. The issue is when you increase beyond 100, it starts increasing technology and tradition costs. So it never used to be like this that they would limit you so badly in the game for expanding your empire, right? Like it makes some sense, but not in a video game. Like this doesn't need to be completely reality kind of thing. But anyway, just a second. Yeah. Anyway, joys of living with a roommate. Sometimes they go out in the front porch and you had the window open. Whoops. My bad. Okay, so let's see here. What's going on here? Something just, yeah, we got unemployment going on. Okay, move to another planet. Hmm. Maybe they'll migrate. I don't know. They should. Let's see. Immigration poll. There we go. So anyway, we also made a deal with this empire up here, right? Okay. This is what I like about this game. Okay, you go to diplomacy, right? So we have like a research agreement and commercial agreement. We got a defense pact, right? Eventually, you could form like a federation and like you kind of like join each other. It's kind of like it would be like a European Union kind of thing. But anyway, that's a ways off. Uh, so yesterday's events were okay. So this Alberta provincial leader, she just thinks she's the center of the frickin' universe. Okay, number one, every time, first thing she does is she makes it so that you only need like 3.5% of a petition for a referendum. Imagine that, okay? The most recent poll showed 75% of Albertans don't want to leave Canada. Like, why would you? What are your alternatives? Join the USA and get no health care? Get your minimum wage slashed in half? Lose all kinds of benefits, daycare, healthcare. Like who the hell would want that, right? People that are out to destroy Canada would. Okay, and besides, every time I see her post anywhere, I go, uh, I went right over to her feed, and I says, "What are you, stupid? Like really? You want your people to make less money by selling the oil to the Americans who pay less? Even your oil companies know better. They've been slowly behind your back shipping more and more off to Asia where they can get paid better. Okay? And when Kitimat is now coming online, it's firing up. For the next 2 weeks, it does this thing where it fires flames up or something like that, and it's like to clean out all the and make sure everything's working for the refinery. And then it's going to start refining LNG. It's done with the cleanest technology, greenest technology, and it's done cheaper than what the Americans do. So guess who's Trump's going to be in big trouble if he keeps this going, is because the anti-Americanism will just mean screw you. We'll outbid you for the EU. We'll outbid you for Asia, and and then what? Then you got no money. And then people don't see the need for keeping those bonds from Japan and China in you. That's $1.5 trillion. So yeah, I know my shit. I don't just sit there and ramble off bullshit all day without checking things out and researching things, right? That's a thing, right? So this game is awful slow though. It's kind of a calm thing to play. You can make it so that it's less calm though. We make a smaller galaxy, have more empires, make them more aggressive, higher difficulties, all that jazz. But it's been so long since I played this, right? I wanted to, just get more into it, and like, look at how long my research is gonna take. This is nasty.
System surveyed.
That's why I just don't care about that size of the technology. I just gotta get more and more stuff. So we're done here. How we doing here? That's done, that's done, that's done. There's 3 of them there. Have we got everything? Yeah. Oh. And of course, because it clicked it. There we go. This will just keep increasing. I just don't care. I just keep getting more of this. Makes it good for trade. Yeah, we got a pigeon problem here in this building because somebody keeps throwing food out front of the building, attracting these stupid birds, and then they come to your balcony and shit in the balcony and stuff like that, so you're constantly having to clean stuff off, right? Like, I mean, people go to the frickin' park and throw your stupid food in the park. It's like right there. There's like less than a block away. Nope. You know what I mean? People are what they are. But anyway, back to this Alberta thing. So I started showing this Angus Reid poll that said 75% don't want to leave, and then I was on to the CBC who did that, showed that Angus Reid poll on the 9th, and then today they're talking up a storm about how Alberta's the race to leave Canada and all this other. You know what? That's another bullshit thing. If you want to talk to 5 people in Alberta, right? That are assholes. Those are the ones that are gonna fucking tell you these things, and so that's what these people are doing, and they do it for clickbait, right? Oh no, panic, panic! No, don't pay attention to that shit. First of all, you'd go and talk to the oil CEOs and the LNG CEOs and everybody and get them on board with pipelines and different shit like that and say, listen, we got to talk to the natives and other people and make sure everyone's on board and do at least a little bit of environmental stuff here because we want to make sure that the cleanup or any crap that's going to happen after it's all out and done with isn't going to be, terrible. Okay, we do that. We do that. Fascinating. Whatever, don't care. And, Manitoba, the NDP leader of Manitoba, put up half a terawatt of power to make the infrastructure go there. So let's get the federal government some money and get a pipeline started. You can talk to Quebec about maybe moving some aluminum up that way to sell more to the EU. Same with the steel and nickel of Ontario. And you see how you get everybody involved, and then you put a refinery or a pipeline all the way down east, right? So that everybody in Canada can get cheap, whatever. Okay, that way our own citizens don't have to pay any other country for anything. And then you could might maybe even start looking at once you get it to the East Coast, you can start looking at future places like, I don't know, more ability to get going in the Atlantic or whatever it is there. All right. Okay, that's done. So we'll do this one over here. What way did I want to go? Get in there. Go, go, go.
Construction online.
That's a lot of minerals. What would we call that? I gotta get a list of native reserves in Canada. Just put them all in here where all the stuff is. to push home if you want to leave Canada, go ahead, but you're not taking, the good stuff with you that's sitting on a native reserve. Supreme Court made sure of that shit. Natives have just as much rights as all of us to stuff, and working together to help them helps you too. And when you be an asshat about it there, Daniel Smith, that just shows, me, 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 and nobody else. That's the kind of people we're dealing with here when we talk about her party. At least I will say Doug Ford is more like the old Conservative Party, that has a tiny bit of respect. I mean, tiny. I don't agree with a lot with what he's done either, but still.
Construction online.
Here, you do that one. Aha, Unity, eh? Where's he going? Right there.
Construction online.
Construction online. Whoa, dude. There we go. Boy, we're getting a lot of minerals, eh? Yum yums.
Anomaly detected.
What do I want to do there? I could. Yeah, what? Alright, we'll do that. Yeah, down here. Holy. We'll go two more. Where is it? Click here. See, eventually you do get it anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Lots of food there. Police station by the looks of it. Same here, eh? Well, we already got two. So, let's plug you. What was that? And then here. Oh boy. I got one, so I'll put two. Precincts. Go like that. And then that will build in. that it is. Look at how long it's going to take for the next one. 5 years. These kind of games are good because they get your brain into thinking about investments, trade. You just don't run around with a gun going shoot it. Okay, that's brain deadness. Okay, no offense to everybody who likes that. Even I do sometimes. I don't feel like, running the galaxy.
Construction online.
But the point being is that here, put that there, and I'm taking it. You're almost done. But yeah, that's strategy games, forex games, things like this that make you think. Okay. And if you got kids, get them into RTS games because that's kind of the first step in, because it's base building with a little more boom boom, right? And then gravitate to whatever, right? Sim games and stuff like that.
System scan complete.
System scan complete. Gotta wait for Buddy to get there. Let me do that. Why? Stupid game.
Construction online.
I do everything individually. Come on. That happens. There's nothing else in here. What's this? That's nothing. So we'll send you over here for now. Okay. And where are you going? In there. Alright. See? This is why I did this, because it kind of makes sense. And then you would have sort of like over in here somewhere, Alberta, which would send back over to say Churchill, and then off it would go to the European Union or Asia, right? And if Americans want some, well, then they're going to pay the going rates now. Okay, enough of this. We do need to redo this free trade deal. The one thing that Mulroney screwed Canada on was every time the Americans increase the price of oil, we have to do it here. Why? It made 0 sense. It made 0 sense, like for real. And like I said, Chantal Hébert was saying, yeah, a lot of the bloc voters voted Liberal and NDP. Yes, some NDP just don't like Liberals and went off to Conservative land. Well, okay, stay there, Keep making noise. Like the more noise that these convoy idiots make, the worse it'll be for them in the end, okay? Straight up. The rest of us had enough of this shit. We really have, and you're gonna find out the hard way. Okay, there we go. Now we got, this'll go up. There, yay. Excellent. Where am I here? Slowly moving everybody over here. Okay, you I won't do too long a video. Just wanted to show that, because they got a big, huge update coming in a few days. It's going to change how everything works. They do this all the time. This is why you don't see me do huge playthroughs, because every time I get going at something, they do a bloody update, and then you try to roll it back, and the update, there's no rollback position. It's like, it's. I don't know who's doing this stuff, but just screwing the modders left, right, and center. One of these days I should just. Okay, now, what do we want there? We were putting an alloy in that one, and
Anomaly detected.
what did I want to do there? Got 2 precincts already. We're gonna have to go with commercial zones. We're gonna start needing some of this. No, was it this?
Construction online.
Wait a minute here. Just a minute. There was one that, wait a minute here. Civilian. It only allows you 1 civilian? Oh, really? Okay, well. Why is the jobs upkeep taken away from that all the time? That's just stupid. See? 1.9 of it, 1.9 of it. Yeah. Well, let's go with a stronghold and get some stability. Yeah. Same here. Crazy looking binary system, man. Should be up around 10% now, yeah. So now what I do, once I have a certain area, I sit back.
Situation log updated.
I sit back for a few turns, right? And then I just let things grow a bit, because that also increases this silly thing, which, I mean, how do you escape, being the tiniest little empire in the universe, right? Like, it's stupid. Like, how do I get bigger than him, right? I can't, or I'll just go broke. And I'll never get these things done. It's just, that's why you end up using mods to fix these stupid things that they decide to put in here. But anyway. Go this way, down here, and then we'll come back up here and go, let's see, we'll go around here, or something like that. We'll go there, and then see what's going on over here. Every once in a while, just make a frigate.
System scan complete.
Okay, now, if, where do I want to go? Oh, wait. Get in there. Come on, you.
Construction online. Construction online. Research project concluded.
After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found on Triban 3, science officer Nonus Satronius has concluded that the creature served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found in the larger skeleton, and we assume these came from members of the crew. Wow, that's crazy. For unknown reasons, organic suffered a catastrophic damage and crash landed on Triban 3. We cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this. The study of the bones alone has substantially advanced our knowledge. Yay.
New technology discovered.
About time. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna start doing that. We need some military technologies. deep but different. Let's see here. Let's take a minute here. What do we name this place here? Let's just go through all our provinces and territories. Let me move my copy out of the way here. Spell that right? Huh. What am I missing here? Let's go to Brunswick. Newfoundland. Okay. And then we gotta do all these over here to get more of it. Whee. Where am I?
Construction online.
This is definitely the Northwest Territories. Look at all this stuff. Oh, wait. We'll call it Nunavut. I have
Construction online.
Yeah. Back over here. One there. Put you over here. We're running out. Gotta find a place with planets. Quick. It's not good, man. Not good at all. See, they only let, and that's another thing that I don't like about how they change things. They only let you make so many of certain things where it just doesn't make sense even, you know? What is this? It's a mega structure. Whatever. Whoa.
System surveyed.
No. Jeez, everything's dirty in this game.
Anomaly detected.
There's some good news, kinda. You should be. You'll be there soon. Same with you. So I'll have to keep an eye on what this is about. A lot of waiting in this game.
Construction online.
Use that. Bring power online. Lots of building here. What did I call this place? Oh, it's got some kind of weird. Whoa. In there, eh? Just wonder if there's something. Oh, it's the inside. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Never mind. Lots to do there. Good.
Construction online. Construction online.
I built these two and then that one. And I'm just gonna call this First Nations. Yeah, there we go.
Anomaly detected.
That way I get everybody. Don't offend anybody kind of thing. Woohoo! Let's see what we got going on here. economics and technology is about equal, but he's got a much bigger fleet. Much bigger. That's why we gotta start going into this a bit more with stuff. Lots of mining stuff, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there I am sitting here with it paused. Going, what's going on? See, you can zone out in this game pretty good. So anyway, after this little spill of, me doing the, showing this poll and a bunch of this Danielle Smith's Twitter threads, she does a little live interview saying she's not going to bring a referendum, but the citizens can. Well, I'm going to say this. If you're going to let 3.5% of people constantly bring referendums, you're going to start to piss people off on the waste of money, okay? And it's going to get to a point where the oil companies and all these other people that invest and do money in there, they're going to say enough of this lady and her moron friends. So smarten up, okay?
Construction
You're
online.
not doing yourself any favors by doing what you're doing. None. Zero. Okay, so did that and that. So this one goes up here, does this one. This one comes down here and does this one. Whoosh. How are we doing here? Soon, very soon. Okay. Whatever that means. Hmm. So another game I was playing was that Warships game and the word playing game, you know. They're fun just for, get your mind off things and blow stuff up. It's, Even in games I play like that, there's upgrades you can do and stuff like that.
Council agenda available.
Well, really, good for the council agenda because it's like that. It means I can't use it yet. And where are we here? Which one of you is going to get it done first? That'll be you. And what have we got here? Crime. It's always crime. We need some stability. Up you go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He's got 12 places, eh? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's terrible. Should move my capital down here. More ammo. I think what I can do though, let's see, what one does power? This one. That there. We're gonna do a food, and we'll do another power. See if that helps out. It should. There we go.
System charted.
Good for the system. You were at 42, and you're at 64. that to disappear? Come on. It's already been surveyed.
Construction online. Construction online.
This is good that I see lots of research growing here. I need that. There we go. See, now I'm down to 2 of these things. There's nothing I can do because I need planets to deal with it. I guess I'm gonna have to, let's see here. I can't replace it with another one, see? That's what I mean. That's the stupid part about the whole game, right there. I'm gonna go negative here and have to keep using other resources to buy it. Which is just, you can't get self-sufficient. Why? Don't tell me that this is a feature. He's already doing it. Go back there and build the mining station that isn't built yet. Cool. I thought I built that. I guess I got ahead of myself. I did this one instead.
Anomaly detected.
Good for the anomalies. Woohoo! Here, speed it up a little.
New technology discovered.
Yay. Let me think here. What do I want? More stuff I can sell. Yep. I'm the little capitalist. But were you doing our environmental stuff too? Okay. Settlement cost reduced by 15%. I think we need to do that. Yes.
Construction online.
Oh, he's just getting started. Okay. Oh, I got an extra star base out of that. Nice. Let me think. Okay. There we go. star system. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, what do we want to call this place? Hmm. Call that place Taiwan. Things that make it go. Like a backlit.
Construction online. Construction online.
Come on, move. Get down over here.
Council agenda ready.
That will be handy.
System scan complete.
Might as well go the other way here, eh? See, now we're down -2. I don't know. Well done, Debs. Can't make more of them? What's that about? Start putting mineral places on there so I can jack the minerals way up. Let me see something here. Artisans turn minerals into consumer goods. Okay. So we'll do this. Only 2 industrials then. See if that helps out. It's kind of confusing how that works, but anyway. Because I've seen it sometimes where it doesn't do anything. And then you're like, well, what did I just do then? I don't know, whatever. Yep. My bad. Keep doing that.
Construction online. Construction online. New New technology discovered.
Ooh. Transit hub. Nice. I want that, yeah, let's do that for now. And then we'll come back and get that other thing later. Yeah, I got unemployment there again.
Construction online.
There.
System scan complete.
Yeah, good. Wait for this for a second.
Construction online.
Bang, bang, and then we're there, and then and we'll go like this. Whoa. Wow, look at this star system. Come on, stop that.
Construction online.
Put you over here. Look at all this. Wow.
Anomaly detected. System charted.
bad. I want to see stability is up. Yeah, good. I see the industrial district did nothing. But then the population isn't filled in for everything because there's 37 jobs here. Yeah. Kind of buggered this one up doing this.
Construction online.
First increase I've had in a while with this. Which is nice. I'm getting behind here. Which is cool. I mean, you know, that's why I do this, so that you can just go bang, bang, bang.
Construction online. Construction online.
-4 now. Population keeps going up. Another 6, eh? Nice little area. Go back down in here and do this next. Once I got this settled, I'll call it a video.
Construction online. Anomaly detected. Construction online.
Woohoo. Just a minute.